All right, welcome back to Take a Pitch. How's everyone doing?
Great.
Great. Yeah,
Great. Not playing too much.
It is now 8:41 p.m.
Oh my!
we were originally scheduled for 4:30.
Max had shit to do. Relax, boys.
Max had to walk to fucking Brooklyn for something. Yeah, we're not sure what happened there, but
the 𝒒𝐿𝒂𝒂𝒅𝒆.
Yep.
So it was the whole listen, yeah.
So anyway, we'll jump it off with this Cleveland Indians scandal, I guess. I don't know.
Just fiasco.
Fiasco, problem, issue.
Show.
I don't really know much about it, so Mike, you seem to know a lot. You want to fill us in?
I don't know a lot. I just got the update. It was just the Indians can't stay out of their own way with COVID. It was Franmil Reyes and Jose Ramirez have to be away from the team now because they dined inside instead of just going outside. They would have been fine. That's all I know. I didn't really read into it, but they just can't stay out of their own way.
They were with Pedro Strop, who's essentially the wording I saw was dismissed from the Cubs. Probably just sent home for a couple of days or until everything kind of first quarantine period, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
He was with them apparently and was tagged in like an Instagram post or whatever. So all three players are no longer with the teams currently. And they were sent home to kind of quarantine, I guess.
Yeah.
Other than that, that's really the story.
All right.
Yeah.
Ain't much to it.
Yeah. Not as bad as Plesac and Clevenger last year, but
also you got to remember that Plesac and Clevenger last year, it was kind of they were just trying to focus on getting through the 60-game season, not a full 162. So it was made to be a bigger issue as well last year.
Yeah, but they went out to a bar. They were with a big group of people,
right?
Dining inside. I mean, if you're at a big table, there's a bunch of people around anyway. Are you really expected to be in isolation forever? No.
Right.
If they weren't doing anything wrong, if they weren't, up at the bar macking on fucking girls or something, then I don't really have a problem with it.
Right.
Personally.
Agreed.
All right, cool. Next, it has been I don't know how to say it. Catcher signs are going to be blurred, maybe. What is going on with this? Has anybody seen anything else besides what I sent?
I have not seen anything.
That just
seems so stupid. It's just so stupid.
Like what is the thought process behind this? Like, Mackie, you gave a great example of you're gonna be watching the Yankee game. You call up Boone.
Yeah, let me call up Boone. Fucking tell him, yep. All right, this guy's. I don't even remember what I said. I said, I gotta find the text now, but I said something like, "Yeah, let me call up Boone while I'm watching the fucking game with a 4-second delay and tell him that the other team's throwing a curveball to Sanchez just for him to fucking swing and miss at it anyways."
It's like, what is so stupid?
By the way, real quick, hoping for a speedy recovery to Aaron Boone. By the way,
yes,
well,
he's fine. He just managed the game today.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I didn't realize that.
He's back already.
I didn't know that either.
I told you he was back. Well, Max, bro.
I thought
I said it to the group.
I forgot he was like 70.
Max goes, "Oh, he probably won't be back till July. That's brutal." He comes back 2 days later. You were close, man.
I was fucking tired when I said that too. I was so mad.
Yeah, you were close.
Yeah, listen, for the Yankees' sake, their bullpen, it might have been better if he's back in July.
Yeah, fuck.
But yeah, the catcher sign's fucking stupid, man.
Yeah, I don't really.
I don't think they'll actually do that.
It's like watching fucking TV porn kind of thing, where it's like just random blurred out spot.
It's more annoying because like on the Mets broadcast they do it all the time. Well, they'll zoom in and they'll show the signs, and then Ronnie, Keith, or whatever will just go through like their pitches, like what they think is gonna come or what they know is gonna come.
Yeah, I like knowing too, because I see the one, it's a fastball. I like learning the pitches, knowing what's coming. I don't know. I think it's stupid.
It's I think they want to grow the game, right?
Yeah.
First, I'm talking about TV as well. They want to grow the game and make it have a bigger outreach, but spring training games blacked out. You can't stream any of them, even
It's
when
the worst.
what's that? Even when they're not on TV, you can't stream anywhere. Now you're gonna taking away an aspect on these broadcasts that gives you more of an insight into the game.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of gives you a deeper look into
Yeah.
the
It's more
dynamic between the
substance.
pitcher
It's
and
more
catcher.
substance. It's more substance.
Yeah, it's dynamic between the pitcher and the catcher.
Mm-hmm.
You get to know what they're throwing until as you see, hey, we're setting up on a slider away.
Mm-hmm.
It's great for us people who talk about baseball regularly, because hey, did you see, he struck out on the slider away? How'd you know it was a slider? Oh well, they zoomed in or whatever, or I didn't hear about it, but I saw the I mean, like, it's just
and like if it's
on the toes.
If it's anti-cheating, if that's what the idea is behind it, then like what really, like, what is the thought process behind that? At that point, just have all the pitchers and catchers get Elon Musk's Neuralink and have them telepathically communicate. Like, what do you want?
They change up signs anyway.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But it's also bad. Like, imagine a little kid watching a game for the first time, like some 10-year-old, and he's like, "Why is that blurred over there?" And then you got to go explain the whole thing to him, and it's like, well, that's fucking stupid.
He's blurring out his dick.
Yeah, that's what I would think as a fucking 10-year-old.
I feel like,
right.
Every time Manfred wants to take a step forward, he has to take 3 steps back before he even comes close to it.
I will say one thing that he has taken a step forward. I don't know if he's done this or who's doing it, but I don't know if you guys follow any of like the hood clips or funny hood videos or anything like that. Have you noticed that they've been posting a lot of baseball recently?
No, I have not actually.
Yeah, I've noticed.
You're not on those.
I've noticed that over the past about a month or so, and they never do. It's usually only basketball, football, just soccer here and there.
There was like one sprinkled in here over the course of like 3 months or so.
𝒑𝒓𝒂𝒅𝒊𝒏𝒈 catching the bat. They always love posting that. But I've noticed that they've been posting pretty consistently a lot of baseball content on these big
meme pages.
Yeah, really. Meme pages. Yeah.
They're shit postings. They're shit posters.
Yeah.
But they also always credit. They do via MLB correctly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it kind of came across to me as like a sponsorship kind of thing.
So
if that is, it's very smart.
You kind of hit there, but you're also looking at the organic growth of the game.
Everything else is completely fucking stupid. Rob Manfred, retire.
Which he's kind of neglecting. which he's kind of neglecting, though, And I think you can't grow artificially through these social medias without some sort of organic base. Now, obviously, you're going to bring new fans in because children will get older. Their dads are going to love baseball. Their moms are going to love baseball. You bring it into that. But at the end of the day, if I'm sitting with my friends who don't like baseball, I have a baseball game on. They've blurred out the catcher's signs.
Why do you like baseball?
Why do I like it?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a great question.
Wasn't expecting that question. That's a great question.
Because neither of your parents like baseball.
Yeah, none of my family likes baseball. It's kind of weird. Honestly, I don't know why I like baseball. Just kind of one of those things where it just kind of came to me and stuck.
That's a great question. Wow.
It really makes, like, it's funny because, as you said, neither of my parents like baseball. My brother hates baseball. My brother hates sports. My family, my extended family doesn't like baseball really. So I don't know why I like baseball. I don't know how it all came to be. But
Little League? Like, why'd you start Little League?
It was, every kid played Little League at some point. Even if it was T-ball, most 90% of the kids played Little League, And
a lot did, yes.
At least around here.
A lot did, yes, but not everyone.
Yeah. Right. But anyway, I guess it started from there. I don't know. And then I became a long-suffering Mets fan. My parents, there is photographic evidence of me wearing a Yankee shirt somewhere.
And you
I have plenty of
don't know where
pictures of me wearing Yankee stuff.
Don't know where. Yes. Well, here's the difference. I despise the Yankees no matter who's on the team. You at least respect them.
You're just a hater. That's why.
Well,
Exactly.
I got
hater of the year.
I always liked baseball my entire life, but what really propelled me into baseball, into loving baseball, was Babe Ruth. That is why I've always had a very
fictional character.
a very strong a very strong respect for the Yankees.
That's why I like Billy.
But yeah, no, it's an interesting question too, because there are so many different reasons to be attracted to the game of baseball.
Yeah.
That it's hard to pinpoint what that one was.
If you think about it, I think there's a lot of reasons to actually not like it. I feel like for a lot of kids it's slow, and then like especially when you play it, dude. Like think about the competition that weeds out. Like I was just thinking about it the other day. Like as a 12-year-old going to Cooperstown, we had like what 15, 16 kids on the team. 2 of those kids ended up on varsity. Me and Pagona.
Really?
Yeah. Think like, dude, that's a
that ball in Calhoun still hasn't landed, by the way.
There's a lot of balls that haven't fucking landed.
From the team that I went with, I don't think any of us played varsity.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying.
Really?
Like, think about how much when you as soon as you move to 90-foot bases, bro. The skill gap,
at least half.
Dude, the skill gap, the competition is almost like it's like
it
just completely dwindles.
Yep.
No, nobody. Literally zero.
I didn't even go to Cooperstown.
Yeah, I didn't either. It
was a great time.
Yeah. But yeah. I mean, you said there's tons of reasons to hate baseball. My brother playing Little League would sit on third base, like directly on the fucking base.
I hated that shit.
Play with the dirt.
That's such a Jacob thing to do.
Like, that's not my brother. Like, he would sit on the fucking base, or he'd be in left field, like short left field, picking the flowers at the fields and
catching butterflies.
He was that kid.
He was the butterfly kid.
He was the fucking butterfly kid. But no, he would sit on third base and he'd be meditating. I was legs fucking crossed, and at one point he took off his glove and he goes like this. You know, like this fucking Yoda type shit. Dude, my brother was fucking. He didn't care.
Wow.
Like there's so many people who get forced into it too. I think
I was forced into it, but I ended up loving it.
And I feel like you're kind of an exception to this, because a lot of people, their parents force something on them. After a while, they kind of say, "Fuck this is not for me," and they just distance from it completely. And I feel like that's kind of part of it, literally too. Like their parents are forcing them into all these activities because they want them to like something, you know.
Yeah.
And literally tends to be the one that kind of gets the worst of it.
I was forced into it, and then I didn't realize. Like I never really knew that I was like. Because I was always good growing up, but I never really realized it until I played Williamsport when I was in 6th grade, and then after that, it led to like travel teams and shit. And like I kind of felt like my dad forced me into that, because when I joined Williamsport, it was like, my dad just kind of put me on the, like he got asked if I wanted to play on the team, and it wasn't up to me. It was like he just kind of put me on the team, right? So then after that, you start playing higher competition, then you realize where you stand, and then I just kind of, I would say once I hit like middle school, I really started to like baseball a lot. And then by my senior year, I was like, I'm sick of it. Playing wise.
Like playing, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think at the end of the day, once you find that love for the game, doesn't matter if you're playing or if you're just watching, it's still there.
Yeah.
100%.
Like you said, you're sick of playing baseball, but you'll still sit down and watch 158 out of 162 Yankee games.
Dude, I realized I liked watching games more than playing it when I was
when you had Postilio as a coach?
No, dude.
Oh.
Before, when I was like a junior and I switched travel teams and they made me a pitcher, and I would pitch pitching to me was the greatest thing. I'd pitch every few days as a reliever, and then I'd just sit there and absorb the rest of the game, and that to me, that was my favorite part.
Yeah, I love pitching.
I wish I pitched more, dude. It's the greatest thing ever. I love just being on the mound, not giving a flying fuck, dude.
You're part of every play.
And you control the whole game, dude.
Mhm.
I don't know. When I was
Time,
pitcher,
everything.
yeah, exactly, dude.
It's
I just didn't care. Like, I feel like
so
when I
much
was,
dominance.
yeah, I loved it, dude.
A baseball fan is a specific type of person.
Yes.
Like you have to have a certain mentality about sports to be a baseball fan.
Yes.
Just because it is so slow. Like people who like baseball also like golf for the most part. Just because it's the same pace.
You have to
similar pace, yeah.
You
It's
have to
a thinking
understand
game too.
You have to
I was
understand
gonna
that
say-
every pitch matters.
I was gonna say it's mentally exhausting, dude. Like I would like drive myself insane some days, dude. Like I'm also a
Hitter.
different breed. Yeah, dude. As a hitter, dude. Oh my god, dude.
Fuck being a hitter.
Shit.
Baseball
Gave
fans are a different
Give that
breed
shit up as much
of,
as I could.
of thinkers. You know, that just a completely different breed of people,
Dude, 100%.
and it's crazy because we are getting so far away from
Yeah.
any topic we had written down.
I only have one more before we get into
But it's a good conversation to have.
Yeah.
We haven't actually talked about it ever.
Well, I actually just texted Billy something because when he asked me this, we have, and I'll say it to you guys. Let's fuck it. We think out loud anyway. We have the way we planned this out, Mike. When you were helping us, kind of figure out the scheduling, we left a week for us to kind of in case something happened. We stayed on track. This would be a perfect conversation to fill an entire episode. We could fill an entire episode with this conversation.
Dude, I could tell you my whole life story of baseball, and I think you guys would be mind blown at some of the shit that I have gone through. Like, I don't know if some of it I could say, like, I don't know. I guess technically publicly.
You just keep names out.
Yeah, no.
You could say them, and I would just edit them out.
Do we need to get lawyers? Do we need to get lawyers involved?
No, because some of it is like personal. So like, there's a lot that happened when I was a kid. I had problems.
You still
do. This is true. Yeah. Minimal now though.
I'm very intrigued to hear this, but we gotta stay on track.
Yeah.
But so we can definitely, we'll talk more about this in that episode in a couple of weeks. We'll get further into it.
So next thing that I have is the prices of the opening day tickets that they showed, and the Padres are starting at what was it, $9.57, something like that.
Whoa, was it that high?
That's starting price. Yes.
It makes sense, but it's kind of dickish.
Yeah, it does make sense with the losses of revenue last year.
No, not even that.
And the minimal fans.
Yeah, the minimal fans is the main reason.
And the
And you got to remember, not every team is having fans in the stadiums or has announced that they are yet.
Yeah.
And
by the way, breaking news. This is the most crazy thing I've ever heard. Jacob Degrom has been named opening day starter. I wasn't expecting this.
Neither was he, apparently. So it was a big honor. As if he hadn't done it already.
I thought it was going to be Corey Oswalt, honestly, but nothing
here we go.
There. You got it?
Opening day prices. This is what they're starting at. Now, I don't know if this is, a secondary market type thing or if this is just from the team. I believe it's strictly just Yankees, Blue Jays, $422.
Is that in wherever the Blue Jays are playing, or is that
in Florida
in
at their spring training?
Yeah.
Oh, that's where they're playing, right?
Dunedin, however the fuck you say it.
Okay.
Dunedin, yeah.
No, I was just making sure that wasn't Yankees.
Yeah.
If that was at the Yankees, I'd be like, that's a steal.
No, the Yankees are home. Yankees are home.
Those are the legacy seats.
Are they?
That
opening day?
That is home opening day?
Yankees are home.
Oh, then maybe that might be the Blue Jays, their home opener, whatever.
Maybe.
Because there's no way Yankee tickets are that Jays. Yeah. Okay.
I'll look at. Hold on a sec.
D-backs Padres, $9.50. Not $9.50. $950.
What year is it again?
Pirates Cubs, $427.
They know it's a cash grab.
Who the fuck?
They know it's a
Phillies
to watch the Pirates.
Right, to watch the Pirates and the Cubs. Phillies Braves, $523. Orioles Red Sox, $379. And here is your deal of the day, people. Cleveland Indians versus the Detroit Tigers, $199.
It's crazy.
No. I still wouldn't pay that.
No.
I wouldn't even pay $99.
I wonder what the Mets are, because I know hockey,
Nats,
I believe it
primetime?
is. The hockey,
o'clock.
they are only allowing the season ticket holders, right, to get tickets. Or the Islanders are at least.
Yeah,
Islanders
I'm
are.
not going. Where me and my family declined it, but I know
Mhm.
they're also doing.
You got first offer, should I say?
We got the offer to
Yeah.
do it, yes.
Mhm.
But they're also doing with the healthcare workers as well. They're like
Right.
giving tickets to them as well for free.
So I don't know if baseball's. I'd imagine they would do the same sort of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just crazy.
Well, I know. Doesn't Mia have tickets to opening day?
Yeah, so she has tickets opening day. I think her and her dad go.
They have
She's
and
got
they have
28.
they buy plans.
She has a
right?
plan. She has a plan, yeah. And the Mets have actually approached me about plans. Considered it, but logistically it wouldn't work. But yeah, somehow I don't know how she got the tickets to opening day. The way that the ticket rep spoke to me about it was that they actually have ticket insurance too. So if you can't go to a game, you can actually switch your ticket to a different game. And there's a lot of flexibility with these plans apparently, especially at least with the Mets.
Mm-hmm.
So it seems like there are a lot of teams that are still figuring it out. Because when I spoke to the ticket rep, I asked a couple of questions, and she even said, she goes, "We don't have a definitive plan on that yet." And I'm like, "Okay, so let me know when you do." A lot of teams I feel like are still figuring it out because it also comes down to each team's home state and what their policies are. Like Texas is going to be completely open. Will the Rangers and Astros have full ballparks?
Oh, true.
Probably not. Probably not at first, but the fact that they're completely open is who the fuck.
But like that's another thing, and then in turn does that give them a competitive advantage having a full ballpark or 80%, let's say,
Not really. They both suck. So, or one team sucks badly, and the other one's like
scum.
A cheater, I know. Yeah,
decent.
Well, they just signed a jersey.
That doesn't make them any better.
I'm just saying
it makes them a little better.
Arm.
So, how is Framber Valdez out for the year with a fractured finger? Who the fuck's? How is that possible?
Out for the year.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You're out 6-7 months because you.
Unless it went down.
Isn't
that what happened in the Mets game?
It
did.
It would have to be multiple fractures, you'd imagine.
Yeah, that doesn't.
In the finger.
But even then,
ligament damage, like there has to be something more to it.
It had to have been a much bigger issue than just a fractured finger.
Yeah, because that's 6 weeks.
But he stayed in the game, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, right? It just doesn't make sense.
Did he really? I didn't know that, actually.
He threw like 5 or 6 warm pitches, and Keith and Ron were saying how he's taking a lot more than normal for just a guy who takes it off.
Right.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I watched that game.
I remember
he threw like 5 or 6. And
so usually get 2.
And he stayed in the game. Yeah, usually took 2 or 3, maybe 3 at most. And he stayed in the game. It's I don't even know. Fucking weird, man.
What are you gonna do?
But
AL East.
Oh, let's do it.
I've been waiting for this fucking day.
Back is pride and joy.
All right, we're gonna start off with the Toronto Blue Jays. Mike, take it
By
away.
the way, we do have 2 fan questions at the end of the segment, by the way. So
wait, do we got graphics? You pulling up the graphics?
We do. I'm pulling them up right now.
Yeah, baby.
Right. Blue Jays finished last season 32-28, getting a wild card spot. They lost Hector Perez, Sean Reed-Foley, Yanzi Diaz, Derek Fisher, and Ryan Noda in a trade. Declined the options of Chase Anderson. They lost Taijuan Walker, Matt Shoemaker, Ken Giles, Anthony Bass, Jonathan Villar, Travis Shaw, and Shun Yamaguchi via free agency. They added Steven Matz and Travis Bergen via trade and signed Richard Urena, Tyler White, Tyler Chatwood, Kirby Yates, George Springer, Marcus Semien, Francisco Liriano, David Phelps, and Tommy Milone.
You say they added Steven Matz. I think it's more of a negative thing there.
He is new to the team.
He's gonna have a huge year this year, Max. Huge.
He's about he's
I
about
hope so.
off.
About to pop a Cy Young.
That would just be the most Mets thing ever.
Literally.
All right, so they got a nice lineup here.
Very
George
nice
Springer.
lineup.
They're solid.
They had a fantastic offseason for a team that over the past couple of years has missed out on a lot of big names. They've always been in it, but their biggest signing was Hyun-Jin Ryu.
Yeah.
Which
And they had
after
a
last week is a top 5 pitcher in baseball.
Right. It worked out really well for them.
Mm-hmm.
But they've had a rough go of it for the past 5-10 years in free agency.
It's
If
tough
not
to get
longer.
people in
This year it
Toronto.
was.
Yeah.
Well, that's what they're not playing in Toronto right now. They're playing in Buffalo now.
That makes it even worse. They don't know who the fuck wants. Like the fact that they even got Springer, bro. Like they don't know where you're gonna play. You might be at 3 different stadiums. Like sounds like a disaster.
They got 2 studs in there. Well, not to say, but they got 2 veteran pieces to help mold these young guys.
Brought in
Young
two,
guys,
yeah.
We're all very solid players. Vlad
In their own right,
lost what 35, 40 pounds, something like that, right?
Yeah, he
Maybe
might
even
go
more.
off.
And he's gonna be over first base. You know, that'll give him take a lot of
Responsibility.
pressure off of him.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
mean,
let him
they
focus
have
more on hitting.
with the way the lineup is, as we can see it here: Springer, Semien, Bichette, Hernandez, Vlad Jr., Biggio, Gurriel, Tellez, and Jansen. That's pretty damn deep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Biggio's pretty underrated. The guy gets on base a fuck ton.
Yeah.
Same thing with Gurriel too.
There's a lot of protection in this lineup.
It's a lineup I like a lot, honestly.
And they're gonna be
Especially-
consistent too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They can all just hit for average,
Mm-hmm.
except for like Vlad. But
Teoscar Hernandez had a very nice short season in 2020.
Yeah.
And he had a great end to 2019, if I remember correctly.
Probably.
Yeah,
Mac
he
was-
matched
he was
against
starting
the
to heat
Yankees.
up.
He shit on the Yankees bad, real bad. And they have
And
Grichuk on the
The one way had a
bench.
great short season.
Yeah.
and they have Grichuk. Yeah.
yeah, here you
Oh,
go.
you
Here's
changed
their,
the graphics up. That's why I was like
Yeah.
really confused.
here's their rotation.
Yeah.
It's an okay
Ryu, Robbie
rotation.
Ray,
It's not
Tanner
bad.
Roark, Steven Matz, and I forgot they have Ross Stripling.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a good rotation for what. That's
It's
like
okay.
It's not a horrible rotation though.
it's not ideal though.
It's not
They're
ideal.
gonna get lit up. If Robbie Ray is like, I mean, Robbie Ray is your 2, is just not.
Mhm.
Tanner Roark is your 3.
Pearson's really there too.
Yeah, he's injured, but
I mean, how much are you gonna get at an Nate Pearson? Let's be real here. You really
well,
not,
I think it's the big question.
Yeah. Yeah.
even still, he's not gonna throw a ton of innings.
I know.
So here's my thing, and tell me if I'm wrong here. This is a rotation that can shut you down on any given night, but they won't do it consistently.
I don't know about that.
No,
about
not at all.
Robbie Ray or Tanner Roark.
I think the first 2.
Ryu,
I think Ryu could shut you down on any night.
yeah.
Robbie Ray probably 50% of the time, if he could
I'm
throw
saying
a
they have the
strike.
stuff to.
I mean, Tanner Roark has
That's the
no
key.
stuff. He's had like a 6 ERA last year. Steven
Yeah,
Matz is
old.
okay stuff. Stripling gives up a ton of home runs. I mean, I wouldn't say anybody's scared of their pitching rotation.
Yeah. No.
Right, I'm not saying they are, but like I'm saying, you can get shut up by any of these guys at any point because they are
Well,
so.
you could say that about
inconsistent.
any team.
Yeah,
I
you
could
can.
shut somebody out.
Yeah.
Say that about the Angels. I mean, look at their rotation.
The Blue Jays
this one's
need more.
confident.
Yeah, they need
Yes.
they
and
need
they're
more.
hold their bullpen.
Their bullpen's all right.
Here's their bench.
Reese McGuire.
Joe
What
Panic.
about
Taco
Alejandro
Bell.
Kirk? Where's the chubby guy? Love that guy.
Fangraphs does not have him starting the season.
That's a disgrace.
Where's the
but whatever.
chubby guy?
Bro, he rakes.
Wait.
And then their
he wasn't
bullpen?
there? No, he wasn't. Bullpen.
Yates.
It's a solid bullpen.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, let me give you the rundown here. So Baraki was pretty good last year. The guy Dolis is kind of nasty. He's got some good stuff. And
Yeah.
then
Kind of nasty.
no, he is kind of nasty. He's got a really good split. Other than that, I don't,
Thornton's not terrible.
yeah,
He's a veteran. He knows what he's doing.
Romano pitched well last year in the shortened season. I mean, they brought in Kirby Yates.
yeah. You got to look at Yates to bounce back. Hopefully, he's all right. Dolis, if he could do what he did last year, he's good.
Yeah.
Baraki was
Chatwood's
pretty
not
good.
Chatwood's
Phelps is
not
all right.
miserable.
Yeah, it's not good. They're pitching. They're gonna win a lot of like 10 to 9 games, for being honest.
I just want to go back to their rotation quickly and say that also that Simeon Woods Richardson is slated
Yeah,
to make
he's
his
on the
debut
cusp.
this year.
Yeah, he's on the cusp.
He rose to their system.
Yeah, kid's good. Kid's really good.
Yeah, yeah.
He's gonna be good.
He's really the center. He was really the centerpiece going back. Him over K more so than anything.
At the time, no, but now
At the
yes.
time, no, but yeah.
Well, long term, yeah.
Yeah.
But all right, who you guys a player to watch for the Blue Jays?
Vladdy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with. Who do you got? Teoscar.
Yeah, Teoscar Hernandez.
Gurriel. I'm gonna
choice.
go with Kirby Yates because if
Ooh.
he's a lockdown closer, that definitely helps shorten the game for them, and they kind of need that. So
Yeah, they need some back end help.
because I'll tell you something about the Jays, right? Because I think they could win. I think they could win the East. I don't think they will, but I think they can. But also, like I'm as a Yankee fan, their offense scares the shit out of me, but their pitching, like I watched the Yankees score 40 runs last year in 3 games off their pitching staff, like 46 runs, I think it was. I think it was like 20, 12, and however many amount in 3 games. So it's just not intimidating. And Ryu doesn't intimidate me at all. So we'll see.
It's an interesting team to say the least.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
The over under according to DraftKings is 85.5.
I have 86.5.
I'll take the over either way. So
I was going with what you sent me. I thought I read 85.
Maybe I put it in the wrong
Max-
spot. I have
Max
86
can't
and a half.
read.
Or maybe I read it wrong. It's possible either way.
either way, I'm
Um,
taking the over. I'd say 90 wins.
Ooh, really?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I got him at 85 wins.
You're a psychopath, Mac. You're a psychopath.
Me?
No, I'm not that far behind you. I'm 87. I think the pitching is just going to blow in some games. I don't
Yeah,
think
but
the
you
87.
gotta figure they add somebody at the deadline. I feel like they
Yeah.
have. You gotta figure they go have a nice deadline.
Oh, my apologies, Max. I did put it in the wrong spot.
Okay, so they were 86.5.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I was going off of what you sent me there.
Yeah. Switch the Rays and the Jays.
So if that's the case, I have under for the Jays.
You're like right at the middle, aren't you?
Well, yeah, I had 86. All righty.
All right.
Next up, we got Birdland.
St. Louis Cardinals aren't in this division. All right. Baltimore Orioles finished 25-35, finishing 4th in the division last year. They lost Jose Iglesias and Alex Cobb via trade, and Dwight Smith, Brian Holiday, Cole Stewart, David Hess, Brendan Klin, Renato Nunez, and Hans Roberto to free agency. They added Jahmai Jones via trade, and Freddie Galvis, Felix Hernandez, and Matt Harvey via free agency.
Scott Harvey.
You heard me correctly.
Billy heard me correctly.
I heard. Don't worry.
We heard. Yeah.
Hey, Billy, I see a name on that lineup that is near and dear to you. Down in the 8-hole, Rio Ruiz.
Yeah.
Got some
Glad-
pop. He's got some pop.
It's my boy.
Mac, let me tell you a story real quick about Rio Ruiz.
Sure.
Billy and I were playing MLB The Show. Was 19?
Yeah, he was on the Braves.
He was on the Braves.
No, it had to be
Billy,
18.
it was 18. Okay,
Was
what
it-
you doing? He was on the
Yeah, it was
Braves,
18.
and Billy was the Braves. I was whoever, whatever, and I was playing well. I make one bad pitch to Rio Ruiz. That's it. Floodgates open.
Every time that I
He had like
score off
4
him,
ribbies.
I take my phone out. I play a tomahawk chop on YouTube, and I just go like this right at him.
That's good stuff.
Great.
But yeah,
So,
no,
yeah,
Rio
it-
Ruiz is Billy's guy right there.
Hit a
Make
walk
a look who
off
plays on the field.
off Max with Rio.
He's got some good pop if he can raise the batting average a bit. Be a
Yeah.
solid hitter. Their lineup's okay. I mean, hopefully Rutschman comes up at some point. Might be too soon. I don't know. But like Austin Hayes is decent as a leadoff
Yeah.
guy. DJ Stewart's got some pop. Santander had a good year last year.
Mhm.
Mancini can hit. Mountcastle, I got high hopes for. He raked last year. Galvis is solid.
Francisco is a decent catcher.
Yeah, they got. I mean, they.
Yeah, he's
What happened to Pedro Severino? They don't have him slated as their starting
cut him.
catcher. Did
They
they?
cut him.
bench.
Oh, he's on the
I
bench.
thought they did bench.
Pat Valleca's not
I
a
knew- I
bad
thought it was a
utility
free
guy. They'll hit a little bit, especially in
Yeah.
their ballpark.
Yolmer Sanchez is insane glove.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they got him. What they get him from the White Sox, or was he a free
He
agent?
was with the Giants,
Giants.
but I think he might have been a free agent. I'm not sure.
So they'll hit a little bit.
And what does their rotation look like?
The rotation,
Not great.
not great.
Yeesh.
It's not great.
They have Dean Kramer.
Dean Kramer
plays at 3, okay.
and Keegan Aiken were pretty good last year. I remember they faced the Yankees a couple times. They were all right.
Kramer was one of their top pitching prospects too.
Yeah, he pitched
Yes.
really well against the Yankees.
Yeah,
He's got good stuff.
He does have good stuff. Yeah,
I like him a lot. And I don't know who Jorge Lopez is.
he was on the Royals. He's
Yeah,
not
Royals.
very good.
you know him.
He was,
if you
okay.
saw him.
Yeah,
Slow pitcher.
Yeah, he's not very good.
That 5 spot between Felix and Matt Harvey. That's gonna be interesting to me.
It'll probably be Felix for me.
Whoever loses
Yeah.
that battle, their career is over.
I could see them running a 6-man rotation because they
That's
just have
possible.
a lot of teams are gonna have a 6-man this year. I could
Think
see it.
so?
Yeah,
yeah.
they're gonna need the cover ratings.
Their bench
Chris
isn't
Davis.
terrible.
I mean,
Their bench isn't
He's better without
terrible.
Chris
Like,
Davis.
I mean, their
Other-
team is terrible, but like it's not like awful.
other than Chris Davis, it's not a bad bench. You got your speedy outfielder.
Yeah.
Valleca has got some pop. He's
he
versatile.
can do anything. Yeah. He can play
Yeah,
anywhere.
and then Severino's not bad.
Do they have slot as their DH? Sorry, I missed it. It's
Right.
not Mancini or Mountcastle. Yeah, they'll swap back
Yeah.
and forth. Yeah.
With a little throwback to Chris Davis getting his first hit, 2019. Can't believe I called that still.
That poor guy, man.
Well, Mac, do you know that story?
Yeah, I feel like you've told it a couple times. Didn't Billy call it?
Yeah.
Like-
Literally,
Yeah, he told. I think he
pitcher,
told.
inning,
Oh, it was all that.
day.
Daytime. Yeah.
Wait, that's
Yup.
crazy.
I had everything. That was
Didn't you say like the pitch, that's like a third pitch of the at bat or something like that? Pitch or something like that.
I don't remember that. I
I
know.
don't know if
I
you
know.
went
I
that
said.
deep, but like
I know. I said a changeup off of Rick Porcello in the
Porcello.
daytime sun in Boston. He's gonna hit it into and like nice
the
little
Saturday
soft
game.
liner. Yeah, Saturday game. Soft liner over the second baseman into right center. Yeah,
I feel like I remember that hit. Was that when that was when he snapped his
That
hitless streak?
His 0 for
Yeah, I
80
remember.
something.
It was like a decently
50,
big hit
yeah.
too, right? For
Yeah.
that game.
Yeah, he scored a
yeah,
couple runs.
Billy called him. I said he had a bigger comeback than Billy Ray Cyrus.
Yeah, that was great. Flashback.
Hey,
that
listen.
was 2 years ago.
It's
That's
crazy.
crazy, man. That's so crazy.
All right,
Bullpen?
bullpen.
Yeah, bullpen's got guys.
Yeah, it's not a bad bullpen.
It's got
Remember-
guys.
It's got
I
guys.
remember
They
when
got
Dylan
names.
Tate was supposed to be huge.
Right.
He's-
Yeah,
He's got some good
But
stuff.
he threw 104.
He was.
Oh yeah, he's got some good stuff.
He was the 4th overall prospect in his draft. right?
UCSB.
I mean,
Yeah.
he was the first
Out of
4th overall
UCSB.
pick. Yeah,
Paul
Yeah.
Fry's all right. I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
they got some guys.
yeah, they got arms. It's not horrible.
They got guys
Uh-huh.
who can throw baseballs, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Kyle
Max
Martin will
out
be up
there.
there soon.
Does he know where he's pitching this year?
No, not yet.
All right. That's a question.
I'm pretty sure
Anything
he'll be in Baltimore at some point. Player to watch. Find one.
I got one.
I got one. Yeah.
Wait, do you want me to read
I got
exactly what I wrote? Wait, Max, I'm
Yes.
gonna guess yours before you even say it.
What do you got?
The obvious player to watch is Trey Mancini, but Max will most likely choose him.
No, Max did not choose him.
wow.
Yeah, interesting.
Max has 2.
I have 2 as well.
Wait, is that what you wrote?
I literally wrote that in the article. Yes.
You fucking asshole.
I'll go first.
Well, you usually pick the easiest one.
My boy Rio
Rio,
and Mountcastle.
Mountcastle. All right. Mike, who you got?
Austin Hayes.
Great choice.
All right. Maka.
I'm gonna go with Mountcastle.
Great choice.
Yep, I got Mountcastle and Dean Kramer.
Solid.
Yeah, good choice.
I like Dean Kramer stuff, man. I like watching him pitch.
Yeah, he was good. He was good.
I do have a hot take about the Orioles.
Let's hear it.
Kyle Martin will have a better major league career than Adley Rushman.
Wow. That is hot.
Is this like a legit?
Boom.
Is this like
Full-fledged.
you're not editing that out?
Not editing that out. I'm 100% serious.
That's a hot take.
Wow.
Hot take.
Any reason why you say that? I mean, we hope so. We definitely hope
Yeah.
so.
I think Adley Rushman is not as big as the hype.
I'm surprised he's not there yet.
I know.
For how much hype he got coming.
Oh, they're gonna take their time. Let's be real.
I
They got
know, but
nothing
like,
going on.
I mean, then again, Chance Cisco was supposed to be really fucking good too, and
Yep. That
he's
failed miserably.
Well, he could be the backup now, I guess. So
Yeah, I noticed that going through their roster. They had a bunch of guys that were draft flops.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
they don't develop very well.
No.
Welcome
No.
to Baltimore.
You know, we watched Austin Hayes last year or 2 years ago, right?
We did. Yes, we did.
At the Cyclones Stadium. Yeah.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
won. I think
Kyle
I
was
think he went
supposed to
3 for
pitch.
3 in that game.
Matt Martin called
Yeah.
him Big Dog.
Yes, he did.
Along with a bunch of other guys, but still.
This is
Everyone
true,
was
yeah.
big then.
Everybody's Big Dog.
Yo, Mac, we put in the group chat. Talk to Big Dog the other day.
Yeah, my dad comes in. He's like, "Oh, I was talking to Big Dog." I was like, "Oh yeah, how's he doing?"
I'm around the corner from you, so I mean,
This is true. He does live around the corner. Guy's probably sweeping up leaves in the street. But I don't know. Making sure it's
All
all
right.
clean.
Billy, what was the line on the Orioles?
Pacoda.
4.5.
Pacoda had them at 65.8 and 96.2. And DraftKings had them at 64.5.
All right, so how many wins these guys gonna get? 63,
I got 66.
I'll say 65.
Let's
gonna
go
be
in
mid-
order
it's
here.
gonna
I
be
got
mid to low
64.
60s. It's gonna be mid to low 60s.
I mean,
Yeah.
they could be well under that.
Well, yeah, they
Yeah.
could be.
Or well, yeah, no, they can't.
Or
No,
well,
they can't
well,
be
well over that.
above.
They're gonna,
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
gonna end up
No.
they're gonna end up winning the division.
Their ceiling is 71
I mean,
wins.
I was
they
just gonna
did
say,
better than
yeah.
I thought they were gonna do last season. So
Yeah.
I mean, they
Yeah, but
definitely
it's-
could.
I
It's
think
6
they
games.
benefited from the short season from playing the in division, except for when Gleyber Torres was up.
Cleveland didn't do anything against the Orioles last year.
Really,
Not enough. Yeah, not enough sample size.
for his career, doesn't he like absolutely destroy the Orioles like as human beings?
Yeah, him and
2019,
Gary's,
he did.
him,
Just he
Sanchez,
just
and Judge.
demoralizes them, right?
I'm pretty sure him, Sanchez, and Judge, like, absolute. Like, a lot of people forget, yeah, Gleyber destroyed them in 2019, but so did Sanchez, dude. Like, they both had, like, 13 homers against them or something.
Just
Might not be that
demoralizing
drastic.
them. Yeah.
Yeah.
On to the runners up.
Tampa Bay Rays.
Tampa Bay Rays. Finishing 40 and 20 last year, winning the division and losing in the World Series. They lost Nate Lowe, Blake Snell, Jose Alvarado, Aaron Soldiers, John Curtis, Nick Sogard, and Ronald Hernandez via trade, declined Charlie Morton's option, and lost Aaron Lube, Brian O'Grady, Hunter Renfroe, and Edgar Garcia in free agency. They added Luis Patino, Francisco Mejia, Chris Mazza, Jeffrey Springs, and Evan Edwards via trade, and signed David Hess, Chris Ellis, Joseph Oda, Michael Waka, Yaskel Rios, Adrian DeHorta, Chris Archer, Hunter Strickland, Joey Carabiel, Lewis Head, Rich Hill, and Colin Mejia in free agency.
What would you grade that off season for the
Net
Rays?
negative.
C.
Net negative.
Probably a D.
Net negative.
They're
I wanted to see if you
assholes.
keep
Do I hear?
it
Do I hear enough? Do I hear enough? Anyway,
Th-
I don't
this
like
is
the
what
Rays.
this is what the Rays do.
Yeah. It is.
They did it
That's
after 2008 too, right? They just kind of blew
Probably.
it up.
They didn't really blow it up though.
They didn't blow it
Yeah.
up. They got rid
It
of
just doesn't
some.
make sense. Like it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
No.
Like their lineup is pretty much the same exact thing as last year, right?
It's like
Yeah,
yeah,
for
it's
the
the same exact thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
They just lost Renfro on the bench.
Yeah.
And,
What is it bench
and
like
low
right now?
and that was it.
They added Francisco Mejia, who might benefit from a change of scenery. Yandy Diaz, Mike Brasso, and then
Yeah, so they didn't really lose
Yoshi
anything.
Tutsugo.
Yeah, they didn't lose
Suzuko.
anything then. So, yeah, they just added Mejia.
Offensively, yeah.
And here's their pitching staff.
It's
It-
not great.
Rich
It's
Hill.
not great,
This
but
How the
doesn't, this
fuck
doesn't
is
even
Rich
matter.
Hill still
Go to their
there?
bullpen.
That-
That's the only thing that matters.
that's
for
what I
them.
was gonna say. It doesn't matter really
Right.
because who's gonna go the most innings really here?
I don't know.
Probably Archer.
Archer.
Yeah.
I
Like
mean,
Michael
we don't know
Walker
what
will
else.
Michael Walker will benefit off of pitching 4 innings a day, each outing.
I mean, has anybody in their rotation thrown over 150 innings like in the last few years?
I mean, the only one I
Rick-
could
Rick
think of
Hill
would
2
be
years ago,
Rich
probably.
Hill. Yeah.
No, Rich Hill doesn't pitch a lot.
I
mean-
don't think that alcoholic. I think he's been hurt. past
He
couple
didn't
years,
pitch
hasn't
last
he?
year, but 19, I think he had over 100.
Did he?
I'll look up Big Dicker for you. Yeah,
Here's
he
their-
has
Here's their bullpen.
Big
I mean,
Dick
the
hasn't had
bullpen's really-
over. Yo, Rich Hill hasn't had over 132 innings or 135 innings in his career. 2017,
I
2018.
think their bullpen.
Yeah, he doesn't throw a lot of innings.
Their bullpen got significantly weaker. I feel like.
It did,
let's-
but at the same time, it didn't because
well, you got the big three, and then you have
Yeah.
Chaz Rowe.
and
Other than
I feel
that,
like Curtis
McHugh
was
has been good.
huge. Was
Curtis was,
Yeah.
especially in the
Right,
playoffs.
Yeah.
He was all right. He could have. I remember.
And then
seeing,
Aaron Luke was their lefty back in there, right?
And
Yeah.
Chaz Rowe has a slider of everyone's dreams.
and they
Fucking
lost
wet dreams, man.
Alvarado. I mean, not that Alvarado pitched a lot for them, but he had a lot of potential.
He's a good lefty.
They'll win a bunch of it. They're
Oh.
fighting for a number 2 spot in the East on paper at least.
Mhm.
And for the rotation, by the way, they did get Coutinho, who's going to be a fucking stud.
They also have Juan DeFranco, which could be a
Which,
problem.
as we wrote in the group chat, will not be starting in the league
Yeah,
in the major leagues this year.
he might be a problem. But even still, it's like they don't really have a reliable starting pitcher. Even last year their bullpen got gassed in the World Series, and that was a 60-game season. So like, imagine what the hell's gonna happen 162. You know they're not gonna add much to the deadline, so it's
No.
they're in a weird spot.
What is it they might call up who is it? Is it Xavier Edwards or it's one of their middle infield prospects they might call up also.
They do have 2 middle infield.
They have
prospects.
they have 3 middle infield prospects.
I mean, if
It's
Kevin
terrible.
Kiermaier's got to get traded here, just the way that they operate.
Yeah.
He's making way too much money for them.
All right, let's get a player to watch here.
I mean, it's got to be a Rosarena, right?
Chris Archer.
Mike.
Do you know my reason?
There you go.
It's the same as the Jake Arrieta reason.
Yeah.
Going back to
Familiarity,
familiar territory. Yeah.
where he
That's
did
exactly
very
why
well.
I had him.
And that's dude. Didn't he almost win a Cy Young there?
Yeah,
Austin Meadows.
I got Austin Meadows.
Smacker, what you got?
A Rosarena.
Oh, that's the easy. No, I'm joking. That's such a
All right, so
max
Billy-
answer.
Well,
This
dude,
line was 85.5, right? In DraftKings.
Yes.
I agree with that. 85, yeah, I'd say I'll give him 86. I lied. I give him 85. Got him dead 500.
I got him 18 and 18. On my
Wow.
side.
83.
I got him
an
at-
8.
Well, no point. Mackie, you said 86, right?
I said 85. I went back
Okay,
down to
I
85.
got it. I got 86.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, this team. Again, we talk about
Max,
teams
would
that
you have
have
83?
the potential. I had 83.
Thank you.
We talk about teams that have the potential to win 90 games.
Yeah.
The offense, as consistent as they are, has the potential to be a team that wins 90 games.
Yeah.
The bullpen, rock solid. It's that starting rotation. Now, granted, they're not going to use them that often.
The rotation doesn't matter, man.
Right. But if they can get out in front of teams and shut them down for 4 or 5 innings, then you're in a good spot. If you can even get 6 innings out of one of these guys, you're in a great spot. If one of them somehow goes 7, you win the game.
Yeah, their biggest issue is probably going to be offense consistency.
Yeah.
Because I think they'll find a way with the pitching. They always do, but
yeah, exactly.
It's really just the offense. If they could, because like you don't have like Meadows is good, Lowe is or Lau whatever. He's all right.
Wow.
He kind of like fell off the face of the earth last year. Ji-Man Choi destroys Garrett Cole, so that's good for them. And then Margot's not great. Wendell's okay. Adames is okay. Kiermaier's okay. Zanino's okay. I think it's just a lot of okay.
Yeah.
In my opinion, at least.
Zanino's trash.
Yeah, he rakes against the Yankees though, so it's crazy. Guy bats 150. Somehow they just throw fastballs on the middle, and it's like, yeah.
They see 150. Oh, they know he can't hit a fucking breaking ball.
Yeah. Literally, just throw him anything low and away, dude. It's
Mm-hmm.
whiffing all day.
Oh yeah. Throw it in the fucking dirt.
Sounds like me.
He's swinging. All right. Any other last notes?
Not really. I mean,
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be interesting to see if Waka can bounce back after what happened last year. He got roped, so is
him
is
existing?
he gonna? Yeah, well,
I mean,
is he gonna have even a better season this year, or is this gonna be the end of the line for him too?
nah, he'll do better.
He'll be better. He's on the
It's
Rays.
the Rays.
Better. Yeah. He'll be
They'll
a Cy
probably
Young.
they'll probably turn him into fucking yeah.
Cy Young, yeah.
All right. Oh, Sox. Chris Macca's
Bugs.
second favorite team. Mike, take it away.
Sox finished 24-36 last year, last in the AL East. They lost Benintendi, Chris Mazza, and Jeffrey Springs via trade, as well as Colin McHugh. Rusney Castillo's finally off the books. JBJ, Zach Godley, Andrew Tiggs, Su-Wei Lin, Dylan Covey, and Jose Peraza via free agency. They added Ottavino and Frenchie Cordero via trade and signed Kevin McCarthy, Hunter Renfroe, Matt Andrews, Daniel Gossett, Garrett Richards, Matt Cartsili, Marwin Gonzalez, Chris Herman, and Danny Santana.
Yeah. They suck.
Solid off season.
See, like
I think they're
they
okay.
suck, but their offense is so good. Like
Yeah.
on paper, their offense looks phenomenal.
It does.
It's just
Like
hard.
you look at this. You look at this lineup.
Oh,
All right. So Max, you
I
go.
wasn't sure if Mike froze or not. That's why.
No, I just stopped.
Okay. As I was saying, you look at this lineup: Verdugo, Bogarts, Devers, Martinez, Vasquez, Renfroe, Cordero, Dahlbeck, and Hernandez. They can keep up with the best offenses in baseball.
it's a good 1-9.
Yeah, it's they can keep up. Consistently, I don't know about that because that back end's the Renfroe, Cordero, Dahlbeck, and Hernandez. Yeah, that's where you might have some problems.
Not
Oh,
great.
Max,
Not
let me
great
tell you
defense.
something. Bobby Dahlbeck.
Dahlbeck is a stick.
He might be a
He's
player
a
to
fucking
watch.
stud.
He's
Yeah,
got some
stick.
pop. Cordero, good pop. Hunter Renfroe, I think is trash, but whatever.
This team is also not going to be able to play a lick of defense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Besides
damn
Vasquez.
Except for
Single.
Verdugo. Except for Verdugo.
And Verdugo.
Yeah, him and
Verdugo and
Vasquez.
Vasquez.
Are like,
Yeah.
Cordero can
oh,
run it down.
Renfroe.
Yeah,
great
but he's
player.
playing left field, so it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, that's true.
He's just
Renfro's got a
standing.
cannon, but that's just about it.
But he can't. Yeah, he can't get that. Either.
Yeah, that's a rough defense. Good point.
I
Solid
mean,
offense, but rough
it's
defense.
Dahlbeck actually is apparently like a good glove also, but apparently has a hose too.
Yeah, but he's
And
gonna play first.
he's a natural third baseman, right?
He is an actual third baseman. Yeah.
What does their bench look like?
Bench.
That's weird.
White claw.
Here's where
Did Chavis die?
No,
I
he
was about to
should
say,
be there.
where's Michael Chavis?
Yeah, he should be there.
Dude's an absolute.
I'll just take
stud.
from Fangraphs. Don't ask.
Yeah,
me.
I know.
Yeah.
I saw the same thing too when I looked. I was
He'll
like,
be there.
"Where's
He'll
Michael Chavis?"
Yeah, he'll be there.
He
that's
has
I think
to.
really
he
good
should
sign.
be ahead of Christian Arroyo if they're gonna
I agree.
anybody.
If they're gonna do the 9-man
They're
bullpen,
both utility infielders.
I think Chaves is going to benefit from having Marlon Gonzalez too.
Yeah, having Gonzalez makes the bench just a lot better.
yeah,
I mean, he's kind of
100% versatile. He's getting old, but
he's not really putting up the numbers, but
And the sad part, didn't he start last year for the Twins?
yes.
Yeah.
he
He's
was
not
only
going to start
good
on this
one-
team. This team's worse.
Yeah, Marlon Gonzalez was good 1 year, and you could figure out what year that was. So
I wonder why.
I don't know.
And what is their pitching look like?
2012.
Starting pitching.
Yeah,
The
That's
Eduardo
gotta hurt.
Rodriguez, Garrett Richards, Martin Perez, Nick Pivetta,
But Nick Pivetta, though, guys, come on.
Chris Sale is injured.
Still,
Are we going to see Chris Sale this year, you think?
No,
yeah. I think you'll see him.
we have to.
I think you'll see him over the summer at some point.
I think at best case scenario, August 1st.
I would say, yeah. I would say, oh yeah, August. I don't think they're gonna rush it. They don't have any need to rush it.
Yeah.
Martin Perez is okay. I mean, Garrett Richards will probably get hurt. Rodriguez, you'll see what happens. Evaldi will probably get hurt. But they say
Pivetta's
they say they like Pivetta's stuff. They say he's got good
his
stuff.
stuff isn't terrible. He's just not consistent.
Yeah, I mean their pitching's obviously awful. It's just they got nothing going on.
Yeah.
Bullpen is pretty bad too. Got a little bit better. Yeah, they got Barnes, Ottavino, Sideways Brazier, and that's about
Andrews
it.
isn't terrible.
He's not good.
He's not good, but he's not terrible.
Josh Taylor's probably their third or fourth best reliever.
But isn't Darwin's and Hernandez not terrible either?
They're all
Max,
they're all
who's-
pretty bad.
Who's the Japanese guy?
Where's he at?
Right
Hirokazu
here.
Sawamura.
Not bad.
Sounds good.
That was an easy
Yeah, that
one.
sounds good to me.
That's straight up phonetics right there. It reads like it looks.
It probably doesn't.
Oh, it definitely doesn't. Let's be real. Nothing would be that easy for me. I think outside of Brazier, Ottavino, and Barnes, there isn't much that you can rely on.
Wouldn't even rely on Brazier. Something wrong with that
Even
guy,
then,
bro.
yeah.
There's something wrong with that guy, Brazier. You ever watch him pitch?
No.
Go on Baseball Savant, pull up a random video. There's something wrong with his head, bro. It's just
Right.
always like sideways. Like
Really?
I'll find a video for you.
I mean,
Wow.
mine is too, but you know.
No. I'm talking full tilt. Let me see.
All right, player to watch.
Wait to watch.
Oh,
Eduardo
I mean,
Rodriguez, Bobby Dahlbeck, Alex Verdugo.
I had a Dahlback as well.
Dahlbeck.
Dude, like I'm in the cards, like you guys know that. And
Yeah.
Bobby Dahlbeck, people are fucking crazy about Bobby Dahlbeck.
Oh, his
Really?
scores are through the roof right now.
Huge.
Yeah.
Fucking
Because
expensive.
he had a couple of homers,
'Cause-
bro.
Yeah, it's people are so in
Well, the
on him.
kid's legit.
He's got
Oh
pop,
no,
though. He's got
he's
serious
got a
pop.
lot of pop. Contact might be an issue, but he's gonna hit bombs.
Kid's legit.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna be a key piece for them.
Yeah.
My biggest thing is with Eduardo Rodriguez. He's coming off a lost year where he had a heart issue due to COVID.
hmm
How's he gonna bounce back from that? He said when he got on the mound in spring training, they said he was feeling great. So obviously you don't want to see any lingering effects of that. But the guy won what 20 games 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, I know
Doesn't ma-
wins
that
don't really
doesn't mean
mean
anything.
shit, but
Was
I know.
Mookie Betts on his team?
Yeah, he was.
Okay,
he was a Cy Young
means
candidate.
even less. Means even less. Means even less.
He was a Cy Young candidate for most of the year. So it'll be interesting to see how he bounces back.
They're trash.
Yeah,
Win totals.
80.5 is the line. What do you got?
Yeah.
I think their offense can just do whatever they want.
I'll give him
They're all-
76.
81.
76.
78.
Max, you have him at 81.
I have him at 81. I'm optimistic.
Jeez,
I
you
don't know
got-
why.
You got a pretty crazy AL East going here.
Well, it's the second most competitive division.
I suppose. I think the Red Sox are kind of fucking garbage.
Yeah, but they'll be annoying. Like they're like
Yeah,
a team.
they're,
Like,
they're the pests.
So
Yeah,
then what's the most
come
competitive
September.
division?
nobody
Max?
really wants to face their offense.
NL East?
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh come on!
I
Yeah,
think the
their-
NL
their
Central.
offense
I
is-
think the NL Central is more competitive in this division.
What?
There's 4 teams that could actually.
That's fair.
It's not in the sense of
Competitive?
they're all
Yes.
really good. They'll
Yes.
be competitive because they're just
Okay,
all
you're
not
right.
good.
Great call. Great call.
You're right. Very good. Yep, you're right. That's fair.
And even the NL,
All right.
even the AL West, they're all not good, but it'll be
True.
relatively competitive because they all kind of suck.
Second most talent to
Oh
competitiveness.
yes,
I guess.
yes.
Yeah. All right, Macca. It's Brucey time.
I had a video of Brazier's fucking head, but I fucking lost it, and now
I had a
Whatever.
feeling you'd
I'll
appreciate that one, Mike.
I'll figure it out later. All right, let's get to the real meat and potatoes here.
All right, the Yankees finished 33,
Ah.
27, second in division, get a wild card spot, where they somehow didn't play the Minnesota Twins.
Yeah, that would have been great.
All right, they lost Ottavino in a trade, declined J-Hap's option,
God bless.
and lost James Paxton, Masahiro Tanaka, Tommy Kahnle. Oh, wait, wasn't Kahnle in a trade? No, he's a signing. Holder and Ben Heller. They added Greg Allen and Jameson Tyone in the trades. And Luis Garcia, Socrates Brito, Andrew Velasquez, Joey Chassin, Corey Kluber, Asher Wojciechowski, Darren O'Day, Kyle Barraclough, Jay Bruce, Robinson Chirinos, Nick Goody, and Derek Dietrich via free agency.
And
I
Justin
hear a
Wilson.
lot of washed up bets.
Oh, well, yeah, whatever. Oh, yeah, that was.
All right, Macca, before you go in,
Where you cream
I want to say right here, right now, on the podcast, that I am a big fan of this Yankees lineup.
I don't know how you can't be.
I'm not a big fan of the Yankees, but I'm a big fan of this lineup.
No. I heard what you said. I don't think anybody that looks at this lineup is going to say it's bad. It's just, are they going to be healthy? Like, I don't fucking know.
There you go.
Right
I
now,
didn't say they were bad or good. I said I love this lineup.
I mean, we're about a week and a half into.
What do you think? They're cute, Max?
Yeah, what do you like
mean,
about it if you don't think they're good
I
or
mean,
bad?
he,
What do you
he
like?
took one look at Stanton and he's like, "Ooh."
Yeah, exactly. Come on.
He was like,
Eye
yo,
candy right there.
my man Judge fixed his teeth, and now he's a looker.
Exactly. See, you get it. You get it, bro. No. I just like how well-rounded the lineup is, honestly.
It's a great lineup.
Billy, you messed this up.
What'd I do?
Look at the positions.
Oh, I didn't fix them. My bad.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Thank you, Mike.
Wow, that's all over the place.
I didn't change them.
I was gonna say, I was like, wait, what the hell's going on here?
Yeah, I didn't even notice it.
Gary Sanchez
No,
and
they're
left.
right
It's a bold
there.
move. It's a bold
The only
move.
one that's right is Giancarlo at DH.
Imagine Judge at short, bro, with his hose, bro. They gotta be whipping.
I saw this. I was like,
Uh,
wait a minute.
Gary and left. That's a free base hit.
Well, I appreciate that because
Free base hit. It's a free
I
shot.
You would have posted
What
it.
are you talking
Yeah.
about?
Well,
got-
let me.
got
we
fucking
got
roasted in the
LeMay-
comments.
We got LeMahieu at second. All right, we got Judge and right, Hicks
Yeah.
in center, Stanton in DH, Voit first base, Torres short, Gary catcher, Clint left, Gio at third.
It's a sexy lineup. It's pretty
You
sexy.
got contact at the top and bottom. You got power at 2 and 8. You got on base at 3. Hicks shouldn't be in the 3-hole. I don't like him
I
there.
mean, you
but
have power at 2 and 7.
then you got power across the board. Torres makes good contact. It's nice.
There's a little bit of speed too between Clinton and Torres, right?
Just Clint. Is
Not
probably the
much,
only-
but just those two guys, right?
Clint and Judge are probably only above average runners. But even Judge isn't gonna bust it out of the box.
They're not going to steal bases.
But they have
don't need to.
waiting. They have Wade and Gardner on the bench, so If you need speed, you got that there.
That's because Judge
Like a
takes 3
player.
steps and he's at first base.
This is true. He moves well though.
Right.
He does.
𝒂𝒅
For
player,
how
Tyler
big
Wade.
he is.
Let's not Tyler Wade, please. Oh, I wonder who the
Alright.
projected bench is. What do you got of his projected bench? Oh, not bad.
Gotcha.
Exactly
Go
what we all
Wade,
thought it was
Gardner, and
gonna be.
Tauchman. Yeah.
If only fucking 𝒂𝒂𝒅 could play like shortstop, he would easily make the team over
He
fucking Tyler
kind
Wade.
of can.
He can. He can. He's a
Well,
below.
he doesn't have to though.
What do you mean?
Realistically, does
You need a backup shortstop.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
I was gonna say DJ could play there, but he kinda
Their
can't.
only option is Urshela at short.
Hmm.
But
Which
even
isn't
still,
bad.
if in a perfect world, I'd have Bruce, Gardner, Chirinos, and Dietrich on the bench. That's what I would do
Bruce.
personally.
Gardner, Chirinos, and Dietrich.
Yeah.
Why?
Because you get a veteran catcher with Chirinos who's been with Cole, right? I mean, I like 𝒂💂💂. He's a great backup and he has good pop. But for the sake of the Yankees and I think the relationship with Sanchez, I think Chirinos could be really good for them. And then Dietrich is just a better hitter than Tyler Wade. It's just no other way to put it. And he could
play both. Yeah.
he could play left, third, second, first, and then Jay Bruce will play the outfield, first base, and you're getting 2 lefty power bats, which the Yankees lack somehow. But yeah,
Okay. All right, Macca. Feel
rotation.
free to go in on this team.
They have
Okay.
so
By the
much
way.
pitching depth. They have so
So you-
much depth.
So you have Cole, Kluber, Tyone, Monty, Domingo, Sevy at some point, and Davey. I was under the impression that Davey would start this season, but I guess they worked things out
Well,
with Domingo.
Yeah,
Uh,
I say, is he suspended for a couple games or no?
No. He's served a suspension.
I thought he had 3 more games left.
No, yeah,
Yeah, I thought he had a couple. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's done.
Well, either way, if he's a 5-starter, he's not going to pitch
Yeah, it
1,
doesn't
2, or
matter.
3.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
under the impression that for whatever reason they would cut him or something or keep him in AAA to start the year. But he looked really good in his spring training start. So I'm leaning towards he'll probably get the fifth start. But I also feel like they might go 6-man rotation because Davey looked really good. Kluber looked fucking amazing in his first start. Grain of salt, obviously. Tyone's first 2 starts looked really good. Montgomery looked good today. So the pitching is shaping up to be pretty good for now.
Yeah.
And they have so much depth too with
They
Debbie,
do.
King, and Schmidt.
Yeah.
Also,
King has good stuff. His biggest problem is getting past the 3rd inning. He's like a good bulk guy in the bullpen. Schmidt, I'm sure at some point will be called up. They have Jhoulys Chacín if they need a veteran arm.
Robbie De La Rosa.
Yeah. And who else they got?
I mean, the biggest thing for this Yankees rotation is just health.
Yes.
For the whole team, it's really
Yeah.
just health.
Yeah.
I mean, we're a week and a half in the spring training, and we're looking good.
I think the only person that pitched last year, besides Cole, did Montgomery pitch at all this year?
Yeah, he pitched.
Yeah, so it was Montgomery and Cole. The rest of them haven't pitched
Yeah.
Davey
since
pitched.
2019. But well, I meant
The
of
1 to 5.
the 1 to 5, and Severino. He didn't pitch last year.
Honestly, Sevy might. I don't know. It depends on
He might
Sevy
start.
coming
He
back.
might open. Hasn't he been pitching?
Sevy hasn't even
think-
thrown off a
Or
mound.
wait, oh no, you know what it was? Vermont.
Yeah.
Sevy
He's-
probably won't come back until after the All-Star break. Like
August.
they're playing it really slow with him
I think
Right,
the same
rightfully
thing
so.
as Sale. Honestly, I think they'll
Yeah.
both come back around the same time.
because they don't really. I mean, they might. I don't know how the season's gonna shape up, but they don't really need Severino for a while if all goes well.
Mhm.
So I think they're just gonna play it slow with him.
But it hasn't even been a full year since he got Tommy John, right?
I think it's been exactly a year, honestly. I think
really?
He got it a little. Yeah, he got it late February.
Oh, okay.
So
They have the depth. It doesn't really make a difference.
Yeah,
They're
that-
gonna take him back
So-
slow.
I think their
Yeah.
bullpen is
Yeah.
really underrated, honestly.
Bullpen.
Yeah. So you got-
they
Chapman,
have-
Britton,
they have-
Chad Green.
They have a great bullpen,
Darren
in my
O'Day.
opinion.
Jonathan
Yeah.
Lasagna over there.
Yes, they're obviously they have the big 3. Adding O'Day is as replacing Ottavino is really good because he makes like $2 million. And he
Yeah.
does the same thing Ottavino would have done.
Wilson's gonna be a beast for you guys.
Yeah, Wilson was on the
Yeah.
Yankees in 2015. And he was mad good. Loizaga's got really good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good middle innings eater guy. Sessa, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of him, but he gets outs, so really good slider. And then Nick Nelson's kind of a wild card.
Yeah.
He pitched a little bit last year, but he's got really good stuff. Those high
Looks
90s.
like a thumb.
Yeah, those high 90s has a good change in curve. Looks good in spring so far. So
Yeah, they got a nice pen.
So
very nice.
yeah,
Bunch of nice pieces.
it's a well-rounded team. That's obviously the favorite in the division at the end of the day, and they look like it on paper.
Yeah.
But Maka, I have a special sign for you.
Sure.
Days since last injury.
Yeah,
It's a sign that the Yankees are gonna have their fucking clubhouse at this point.
they're due for an injury, but you know, we've made it into March 8th, I guess technically, and so far Stanton looked good today in spring. 2 doubles, 110 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Sign me up for
Bullets.
that.
Jeez.
Sanchez is hitting the ball the other way. Torres is hitting the ball the other way with power.
Mhm.
Tyone looked really good yesterday. 4 strikeouts in 2 innings.
And again, we're talking about spring training, but these
Yeah.
are all positive signs.
But
Yeah.
you see, spring training doesn't mean much, but for pitchers that haven't pitched since 2018, 2019, like you're looking for anything you could get.
Huge.
So like Kluber, dude, I thought it was a bad sign. I thought he was gonna get rocked. Obviously, he still can. But to go out there and throw 2 innings, 3 strikeouts, like it was nothing, like it's a good sign.
Yeah.
Judge looks good too, hitting the ball mad hard like he does. You know, my guy DJ Max doing his thing.
Listen, I like DJ a lot.
How could you hate DJ LeMahieu? Player to watch? Yeah.
Player to watch.
All right, let me ask you, what's the obvious answer here, boys? Before you give me shit, I already have mine written down.
Stanton and Judge, one of those 2.
Okay.
I'll give you my
Also looks
player to
good.
watch. I'll go at the end because you guys might be surprised. Actually, I got. Fuck, you could go with like 5 people on this team. I'll go with 2.
Max, you
know.
said you had it written down already.
Yeah, I had it on paper and read on the whiteboard.
Oh, all right. God.
And I'll show you it's the same one if you want.
No, I believe you.
Okay.
You.
You dude, there's so
Listen,
many players to watch in this team. Realistically,
Well,
Me and Billy have the same one?
yes. I mean, my guy, Gary Sanchez, obviously.
Judge's new teeth.
okay.
That's gonna
And then
be
what do you have?
all-star. No,
Yeah, that's good. All right,
that's
Kluber.
my actual.
let me tell you mine. I got
Tyone and
Frazier,
Clint
okay.
Frazier. That's my actual one.
I got Kluber and Torres.
Why Torres?
Torres, his defense. He's looked really good in spring so far, and to me, defense early on is a good sign. And he looks like he's got a little more range. But if he could just make routine plays, right? And then I don't expect him to hit 38 homers because that's just not the type of hitter he is, in my opinion. But if he hits like 25 homers with a 270, 280 batting average and has like, I don't think he's going to be a great defender, but if he has like a 1 DRS, like I'll sign up for that instead of like a negative 12.
Yeah, I mean,
And
even if he comes out average, I would say that's a huge win.
If it's like -1, 0, 1 in that range, I'll take it.
Mhm.
And then Kluber, obviously, if he could just have like a 3.6 ERA and be like consistent, him and Tyone, if they could do that, then they're in good shape.
Yep.
All right, fellas. The line for the Yankees, 95.5.
98.
Hey,
98.
Mike says 98. Billy say 98. I got 97.
Yeah, I had 97.
wow.
We all
They're
pretty much
divisional
understand
losers.
what.
Make
Yeah.
my life easy.
Exactly. The only way they lose it is
Because their pitching implodes.
injuries. And yeah,
Yeah, I think it comes down to their pitching. Like they'll always have offense.
Tyone just looks so good today, dude.
Dude, I like Tyone, man. I like him a lot.
That
he-
his new arm action. That is
Yeah. He's got more deception now. His velocity hasn't. He's gaining more velocity with each
Yep.
start. He was sitting 91, 92 last time. Now he hit 94 yesterday.
It's
His
beautiful.
curveball's filthy.
And it's just a healthier arm action.
Yeah, I have high hopes for him. And he's
Yeah.
just a big guy with
Yep.
deception, high upside.
Now he's back with a friend too.
Yeah, I think Montgomery's arm to watch out too. He's got good stuff.
Yeah.
And he had like a weird year last year. I think he had like a good fib, but
Mhm.
his actual ERA was like a 5.
Right.
But he might have had like a fib in like the 3s. So yeah,
Makes sense.
a lot of guys to watch.
I can't wait for Sevy to come back though.
Oh, dude, tell me about it. Guy is
He's
electric.
so easy to
I
root
want
for
I
and
want
so
to see
fun to
him in the
watch.
playoffs. That's all I want to see.
Yeah, I'd like to see that as well.
All
I'd like to see a healthy
Alright.
Yankees team. For not even like if they get hurt and like come back in like July, fine. But like it's like the injuries that like 2019, a lot of guys came back in like September, and it's like, oh yeah, they're all back for the playoffs. But like you gotta get time to get your reps back in and get built up again. Like just be healthy for the end of the year. That's all I'm asking.
Yep.
That's all I got on my Yankees.
All
All
right.
right.
Anything
All
else?
right. Well, obviously, best lineup.
Oh yeah, we
Uh,
got these. So,
Yankees.
Yankees.
Yeah. Best rotation.
Orioles.
Fuck.
What were you
Nah,
about to say, Mike?
Yankees.
I mean, the Yankees, and like I feel like the Blue Jays. It's like close,
Yeah.
kind of.
I would agree.
I
And
mean,
even Boston, like they're not like too far apart from each other offensively.
I mean, let's look at it position by position here. Would you rather have DJ or Simeon?
In center field,
DJ.
DJ.
He's a little quicker.
So would you rather have Judge or Teoscar Hernandez?
I mean, it depends if Judge is going to be healthy or not.
I think
Judge,
it's.
Judge, healthy or not, don't matter to me. Those new teeth, I'm telling you, he's gonna hit 40.
I think Judge is just a better player, even when
He could play 40
Well,
games.
no,
He's
he-
gonna hit 40 home runs.
So
That glistening smile, man.
Hicks or Springer, obviously Springer. Frazier or who's the hell is their left fielder? I'm blanking.
It's different, Frenchie.
Gurriel.
Okay,
Oh,
so
wrong
Frazier,
team. I was
Gurriel.
thinking of
I'd say
Boston, so-
Frazier and Gurriel are pretty even, honestly.
It's pretty. Yeah, it's
I
pretty
would say
close.
so. I'd give right now maybe the edge to Gurriel,
Yeah, I could agree with that. And then
but I would probably take
Just
Clinton.
that's just because we know more about what he.
Yeah,
does.
exactly.
I would take Gio over Biggio. I would take Bichette over Torres probably, and then first base I'll take Voit
Yeah.
or Vlad for now, and then catcher.
The problem with the
Jansen
Blue
and
Jays
Sanchez are both-
is it's a lot of projections, whereas the Yankees you
Yeah.
pretty much know what you're gonna get. You know, Luke Voigt really, proved that he is going
Yeah, if
to
they
do what
play,
he's
you
been
know
doing.
what you're gonna get.
Yeah,
It's just
I mean,
if.
yeah,
Just yeah.
exactly. You know what you're getting out of the Yankees.
It's close though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, 100%. Blue Jays
Even with
match.
Boston, it's relatively close, just because they're so offensive and they
Yeah.
have.
Yeah, with JD and Bogarts. It's
Devers, too.
Devers, yeah, it's a
and-
lot. That's a lot of.
I feel like Devers is the most underrated
And
part of that lineup. too.
Verdugo's close with Hicks. It's pretty close there too.
Verdugo's
agree
probably
with
better
that.
than Hicks. Hicks is
And I think,
Yeah, no, I
to be
think
honest,
Verdugo's a lot better
I
than
would
Hicks.
also take Christian Vasquez over Gary just because
100%.
It depends.
consistency.
Yeah,
Great
it just depends
defense,
what
too.
Gary
Yeah.
you're getting. I mean, if you get 2019 Gary or 2017 Gary, I think it's a no-brainer. You'll take Gary, but
Yeah.
it's kind of hard to do that after last
After
year.
what he did the past year.
So it's every other year. I'm hearing.
So he's due. Yeah, he's due for a good year.
He's due.
He's rocking high socks now. He's got a little bit of flow back there.
I always fuck with high stock. You know what? Actually, Billy, at the end of the episode, we'll have to go through that thing that you sent me yesterday.
Oh, okay. Sure.
We'll have to do that.
I have it in my notes.
There you go. Best. So the best lineup goes to the Yankees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah, I hate giving them best shit, but yeah, it's kind of hard not to.
Pitching is the
Bullpen?
Yankees.
Best
Bullpen is-
bullpen.
It has to be
I'll give.
Rays.
I'll get. Yeah, Rays. I gotta go with the Rays. I can't.
The
Just
Yanks
'cause
are
you
right there
know
though.
Oh
they're
yeah,
close.
100%. I like. I
Best
like that.
rotation.
Best rotation.
What were we saying, Macca?
We did that.
It's the Yankees.
We
Yankees.
did, right.
Yeah, I guess the Yankees rotation. That's a
Best
tough one.
bench.
Bench.
I feel like when you add in Chavis, Boston definitely has that slight edge. Having Gonzalez as well.
I like the Rays bench.
Yeah, the Rays bench is probably the best one.
Yeah.
Brasso,
Yeah.
Sasugo. Yeah, I'll take the Rays bench.
I don't mind the Orioles bench.
Well, I mean, I'm comparing
Orioles
everyone
bench
to the
is pretty
Yankees. at least.
decent. Blue Jays isn't bad.
Actually, Grichuk on the bench, really. I don't even think he should
They're
be.
they're trying. They're gonna try to move him.
Yeah, they just have no room for him. And he's under
It's also
contract
costing
too.
him $16 million.
Yeah.
No, the Red Sox bench kind of
Unreal.
fucking sucks, honestly.
Red Sox
Well, that's
bench.
what I'm saying. When you add in Chavis, though,
Even
too,
with
it
Chavis, it
definitely
still
is a lot.
sucks.
Chavis. I mean, but
Four
they-
below
they-
average hitters.
it depends. Are you taking out Josh Taylor and adding Chavis, or are you just taking out Christian Arroyo and adding Chavis?
So,
That's
Yeah.
important.
I like the Rays bench. A couple of lefties.
Yeah, I like the Rays bench.
Yandy Diaz is good. Yeah. Mejia could be a good
all right.
backup catcher.
But at the end of the day,
I think
Kinda
Mejia
late.
takes over the starting job by mid June.
interesting. It's possible.
That's one of my many hot takes with the AL East.
I hope so, because Mike Zunino's
I don't
trash.
want to trigger Macca by repeating my other hot take.
That's not a hot
Or it was a
take.
my
Really,
bold prediction. It was a bold prediction
What's your
not-
bold
not that
prediction?
bold.
that DJ is going to hit under 280.
No, he's not.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Blue Jays being in the wild card contention in May.
No.
I thought you wrote that as one of them. I was like, yeah, real bold there.
All right. Anything
So
else
we got
on
a
these?
couple of questions. We got a couple of questions here.
Do you want me to keep these up, or are we done with these?
I like
Okay.
looking at them, so you could keep
We
them.
Okay.
keep them up because we got a
I'll
couple
leave
of.
this here for you.
Thanks.
We got one from our friends over at Tri-State Sports Beat. Check them out, by the way. Will the Blue Jays really challenge the Yankees?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
I mean, they have the pieces.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yankees
So,
are bipolar as if they were like if it's the Yankees from last year where they're bipolar as fuck and one series they score a bunch of runs and the next they figure out how to hit. I mean it's baseball, anything can happen. I mean
How many games do you think they finish back?
the Blue Jays?
If I'll
Four.
set the 6.5.
Yeah.
Over under 6.
Anywhere between 4 to 8.
Over.
Yeah, over 6.5. Yeah. I think I had them 8 or 9 games.
Yeah.
I said they finished like 4 games back.
See the interesting thing about the Blue Jays, in my opinion, is that there's a lot of projections on these guys. Like, what are they going to do? You know, you have 3 or 4 players that you know what they're going to do in their lineup, right? But then their rotation, is Nate Pearson going to come up, and is he going to be what as advertised? Is Simeon Woods Richardson going to come up, and he might dominate? He might just come up and light the world on fire in Dunedin. So you never know.
Well, I think the biggest thing now too is that they're not just playing in division. So like
Yes, that
I mean,
So
there's
you'll
not
get
a-
those games against the Tigers. You'll get those games against the.
Yes.
Yeah.
correct.
So the Blue Jays should win a lot of the games against
Yeah.
bad teams, just the way their lineup is.
Mhm.
The Yankees have a hard time doing that sometimes. So, I mean, maybe not in 2019, but years past, they for whatever reason they suck. Not suck, but they should beat the bad teams more.
Yeah.
To me, that's what it comes down to. Because they'll play each other in the division, they'll win and split a handful of games. But if you got to feast on teams like the Tigers, Royals, Orioles, Mariners, stuff like that.
So to answer the question, will the Blue Jays really challenge the Yankees?
Probably.
It's possible.
I mean, I wouldn't look at. I don't know. It depends. Like
I don't think they can win the division this year.
No.
Yeah, I think
I agree.
I don't think they'll win the division.
But
this year.
they'll be pesky and hang around.
Yeah,
Yes,
Yeah.
they'll be
Like-
there.
like
They have a
dude,
shot at a wild card.
I think they'll make a wild card. Honestly,
I think they'll beat the wild card. Yeah, one of the two.
Well, okay, and let me ask you this: if the Blue Jays miss the playoffs, it's a disappointment on a season, or because the first team, the first time these guys
I
are
wouldn't
playing
say so.
together,
They're still young.
yeah.
and you don't know where the
It's
fucking home ballpark's
upsetting.
gonna
It's
be.
not disappointing. It's upsetting.
Well, dude, the Blue Jays
It's not.
could.
Is it a failure?
Nah,
No.
I don't think. I mean, if they go below 500, it's a failure of a
Right.
season. But the Blue Jays could sweep the Yankees the first series, like opening day week, and to me, it just doesn't mean anything. Like you gotta get once you get to like after the All-Star break, like where teams after the trade deadline and teams like really have their team going forward, then I think you really look at it like if they're competing or not.
So
Yeah.
another one we got. What team will be the biggest threat in the AL East? Obviously, the Yankees, followed by
Blue Jays,
Blue Jays, Rays.
yeah, Blue Jays, Rays.
I think the Blue Jays and the Rays are right now relatively similar.
Yeah, they're pretty
Like,
similar.
you know, for outcome. They're not similar teams, but
And then finally, what are your thoughts on the new pitchers for the Yankees? Will it be more like last year, or will there be some improvement? Mac, I don't know if you want to take care of this one, being
Yeah,
a
I
resident
can.
Yankee fan.
Yeah, I can answer.
This is from Colton Link.
I think this is on paper the best rotation they've had in a handful of years going into the season. You don't have fucking J Hap or anybody like that. You don't have a washed up CC. No offense, love CC. I think talent wise, it's probably the best rotation they've had talent wise. I think easily in the last handful of years.
I agree.
Just depends on health. I mean, if you get you should know what you're getting at a Cole. If Kluber and Tyon are healthy, I just it's huge. It's so much depth.
Yeah.
You don't have to burn out your and their pen is really deep too. So
Now, my biggest question here is the loss. Does the loss of Taka? How big is that loss?
it's big in terms of innings, but I don't think it's big in terms of quality innings because I think Tanaka was on a pretty sharp decline, and I think you saw it in the postseason. Like you could just tell his stuff just isn't there. So why not get? Especially he was asking for like 10 to 15 million.
Yeah.
So why not take a chance on Kluber, trade for Tyon? So you basically get Kluber and Tyon for what 13.5 million.
Mhm.
It's probably going to sign Tanaka for. So you could take the 2-for-1 with higher upside.
The biggest hit on Tanaka is really just the playoff.
Yeah,
Just because he dominates in the playoffs, but you
Yeah.
don't know what he's going to do from here. He's going into his 30. You know, he's in his 30s, and
yeah, he's
Who
getting
knows?
older. His stuff is definitely declining, but
yeah,
they might miss the innings. Like he'll throw
Yeah.
you a bunch of innings.
yeah, you just hope that Kluber and Tyon stay healthy. Really,
Yeah, I wouldn't expect them to throw a lot of
yeah.
innings, but if they can give you 140 each, probably even a little more than that.
yeah. You
And
want them to give them as much as they possibly can.
Yeah, if you can get their maximum out, like say they give you 140 each, and then you have Severino coming back at some point, Davies in there, Clark can fill in some innings, Mike King, even if Jolice Chacina's to make 5 starts throughout the year, against like the Orioles or some shit team, like
Well,
they
Weiser
can,
has started too, right?
yeah, he came up as a starter. I think they're gonna keep him as like a mid reliever type of guy.
Yeah. Yankees are legit.
All right.
They gotta stay healthy.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's all about health.
They got an okay bench that can't hit fastballs.
But they have enough depth. If they keep those guys in AAA, the veterans that you're talking about, Maka,
Yeah, if I really want,
there's enough
Bruce.
depth in camp, at least right now,
Jay Bruce.
to be able to to kind of work their way through the
sustain
season
injuries.
with better.
Yeah. I think if I'd prefer, but I don't think Talkman has any options left because I would prefer Bruce
Yeah.
to make it over Talkman because like you don't need 2 defensive outfielders on your bench.
No, you need a nice power lefty.
I would take the veteran power bat over
Bruce can
Talkman.
also play a little first base too.
Right, which they
That
don't
helps
have
out.
on the bench.
Yeah.
I
He's a big lefty in Yankee Stadium.
Yeah, they might trade Talkman because he has no options.
He's got a decent value if you think about it.
Talkman? Yeah.
There are a lot of teams that could use a guy like him.
Tauchman's basically an elite defender, and he was quote unquote hurt last year with a shoulder, which zapped all his power, and he probably could tell because I mean his first spring training game he had a home run. He didn't have a single home run last year, you know.
Nuke too.
Yeah, he even hit one off Garrett Cole in a sim game, which you know
My biggest question is where's Mike Ford?
he's not. I think he's done. He's not. He'll be like if Bruce and Dietrich accept their minor league options with the Yankees,
Mhm.
Mike Ford is not going to be anywhere to be seen for a while.
I agree.
All right.
All right, good.
He's not bad though.
I think that wraps. That's all the fan questions we have. So looking forward to fan questions for next week with our NL East preview. That's gonna be a fun one. That's gonna be fun.
Yep.
All righty. Next up, we got Mike's transaction corner.
It'll be a quick one. There's absolutely nothing. All right. Phillies stuff. Keep pulling up there.
Yeah. hold
Mike's
on.
ready for bed. He's like, nothing happened. Let's go to sleep.
No, there was literally nothing. I looked through it. There's not much.
Jake Odorizzi signed, didn't he?
Yeah, we already said that though.
Well, that's something
We
that
can touch
happened.
on it a little bit.
He signed.
Boom.
That looks good, man. It looks fucking good.
Gio Gonzalez, the Marlins, Eric Sogard.
Wait, what?
Oh wait, I went. Yeah.
I didn't even hear about that
Good
one.
match.
Gio to the
Yeah,
Marlins
he wants
Yep.
to retire in his home city.
in Florida.
Yeah,
Oh, Miami.
Miami.
Listen, so is he going to play through the year, or is he just
He's
signing
probably-
a deal to retire?
No, he's probably going to be in the rotation.
It was a minor league deal, so
Okay,
he's gonna make it out of
I like that move.
Eric Sogard to the Cubs. Swarzak to the D-backs. Gerard Dyson to the Royals. And Jeremy Jeffers was released.
Yeah.
Which we didn't touch on, actually.
Yeah, I mean that's the biggest one out of all of them, really.
And
Oh.
and Odorizzi, which we
And
touched on. a
Odorizzi.
little bit earlier.
Yeah,
Odorizzi,
I know
what, 2 years of the player option?
I believe so.
something like that. I mean,
The Astros,
and did we say Bradley to the Brewers?
Jackie Bradley Jr. to the Brewers. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
Oh, yeah.
another
another
2-year deal with an option.
another interesting.
Well,
in-
do you want to
interesting
start with
move.
Bradley or Odorizzi? You can start with
Okay.
one of those guys.
Pick?
Well, let's start with Bradley because that to me is incredibly interesting. It wasn't really a need for the Brewers to have another outfielder.
Yeah.
But
But
it
yeah,
pushes
but-
Avisel Garcia to the fourth
Uh,
outfield spot, which is a damn good fourth outfield.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean it also gives Lorenzo Kane insurance.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean that's really
I don't
it.
understand the move, but I like it.
Yeah, it's weird, but I mean, obviously Garcia will play against lefties and platoon them, and it gives insurance for Lorenzo Kane, or even if he just needs a day off for his legs.
And it just, even if JBJ doesn't start,
Yeah,
it's just great defensive depth off the bench.
and he'll be
Yeah.
even better in left field. So
So then we got
where is he?
Odorizzi to the Astros,
Boo.
which after the news of Framber Valdez,
Boo.
you kind
Fuck
of need
the
that in the zone.
Astros. And fuck you, Max.
Where's
for
my
being a
sign?
fan.
Where's my sign? Where's the sign?
No, I mean he
Good
was the
move.
best starter available, and
Yeah.
he's a solid starter.
It helps that young staff,
Yeah.
especially going to a place where like they're so good with their pitchers analytically. I
Yes.
think that'll
Mhm.
help them a lot.
Yeah. True. That's all I got.
I think that's
And then-
that's probably the best spot for him too.
And then Max, didn't you say something about Jeffers earlier in our group chat?
Yeah, got cut by
What the reasoning was?
Nationals.
Nationals. Well, I think Billy said something about that. About
Yeah. I when I went
smoking?
to it. Yeah. Marijuana.
Which isn't a banned substance.
It's not illegal in the minor
Devil's
leagues.
lettuce.
It's only in the minor leagues.
Yes.
Only in the minor
Oh,
leagues.
really?
Illegal.
Break. It's
So-
all ass backwards.
Yeah. Like I said, you know, Tony La Russa could say, "Do you know who the fuck I am?" Fucking hopped off a
I'm a
fucking
fucking Hall of Fame baseball person.
off of 2 bottles of Jack and driving fucking who God only knows what. But Jeremy Jeffress smokes a little blunt, and
Isn't Mickey Callaway technically still hired by the Angels? And
technically
He
he
is.
is.
He's-
yes.
He's still
He's
on.
suspended.
He's
Like,
just suspended.
Yeah.
and Jeffries
Team
came and
suspension, by the way.
smoke a little ganja. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
It's all ass backwards.
Well, with Callaway too. Just came out this week. The Indians actually knew about things going on.
Allegedly.
Yeah, who was it?
Allegedly, that some dude said that his wife and Callaway had an affair. They told the Indians so
Had
they
an
knew
affair?
about it or whatever. Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's not sexual harassment.
That's something completely different.
Yeah. That's
this
that's
is-
just straight up cheating.
This guy's a pimp.
He's living up
Terrible
to his
guy.
name, man. Like I said.
But apparently, in the Mets organization, he was known as Dick Pick Mick.
Yes.
This is not good for Mickey Callaway or really the Indians or the Mets. Not a good look.
Not
And the
really,
Angels. It's
not
not
really.
good for anybody.
Like I
No,
don't really
not
think it
good at all.
reflect. I don't think it really reflects on the teams, especially the Mets or the Indians, since they are.
Well, the Indians
past
more so than
teams.
I think anyone because they knew
If they
about his
actually knew.
behaviors.
If they actually knew.
Right. We don't have any confirmed sources. It's all, reports and everything.
Yeah, I like how whoever the Mets person was that said the quote, and he was like, "What did he say, Mick? It's now
It's
it's
like
till game time. What are you
game-
doing?" He's on the phone
at
with
his
somebody.
phone.
Yeah, fucking just
No wonder the Mets
snapping dick pics. No wonder why great talented
Sicko.
talented teams just
it started to get hot in June. You want to put his
Islanders.
pants on so that there's a reason that the Mets lost in June all the time. He wasn't ready.
yeah, because nobody wanted to go have a meeting with him and fucking fear seeing his fucking mushroom, bro.
Oh man, it's getting worse and worse for Mickey Callaway. All right, who has a bigger
He already
role
looked like a
in their
fucking clown. Sorry, go. Now he's even worse.
Who has a bigger impact on their new team, Bradley or Odorizzi?
Odorizzi.
Or is he?
All righty.
They both help, but they're both like,
Probably helps the
It's-
Astros more because they needed another arm. So
Yeah.
Especially after losing
that's
Valdez.
that's exactly why.
Yeah. All right. We have one more top 10 list to do. That's one that I think a lot of us baseball fans kind of look at and we see MLB Network and we're like, that guy makes sense. Yeah, it all makes sense. There's a couple different guys you put on this list. Our top 10 overall players.
Yeah.
Now,
Except for
Mackie, you
Macca.
said something. You said something earlier.
yeah,
And
You
you
want me
want
to-
to repeat that real quick?
I don't put pitchers in the top 10.
Why?
I can't put somebody that plays 35 games a year into a top 10 where there are guys that play 140 plus games. It's just, and also it's not because I don't value pitchers like Degrom or something, right? Because I do, but to me, I think you should put them in separate lists. Like, especially with MLB Network, like when you rank a top 100, like who's to say Degrom is more valuable than Betts, right? Or something like that. You know what I mean? Or Scherzer should
That's
be put
fans,
here.
honestly.
Well, they're wrong. Well, first of all, they're wrong because one's a World Series winner and an MVP. But I don't know. That's just how I feel about it. I'm sure it'll be a whole discussion.
All right. Well, then at that rate, why don't you start us off? What's your top 10? We'll go 10 to 1.
I'm gonna go 1 to 10.
Or do we want to do what we did last time with the pitchers?
We could do the round table.
All right,
We could do the
fine.
round table. Well, we'll do 10 to 1. We'll start with Macca. We'll do Macca, Mike, me, and then Billy, because Billy is away from the microphone in a moment. Had to
The controversy.
do something.
It's already getting controversial with me, and now
What
There you
happened?
go.
10.
What I
There,
missed?
he's back. Okay, good.
Oh,
Well, Macca explained why he didn't want pitchers in there, but we're gonna go 10 to 1 round
Okay,
table style.
could
like we did
I
last
could I
time.
give a reason as to why I do think pitchers should be in there?
yeah.
Go right ahead. Let's
All
hear it.
right. So I'm going to take the two best pitchers versus the two best players. That would be Degrom, Cole, Trout, and Betts, right?
Okay.
Right.
And if you look at their WAR,
Mac is not having it. Like he's like, yep, okay, sure, yeah.
Well, no,
relax,
'cause
buddy.
I didn't even he didn't get into it yet. I'm just
Yeah.
adjusting the comfortability here.
So Degrom had a 9.9 WAR in 2018, just barely under Trout's 10.2 and Mookie Betts' 10.6. So I see what you're saying with that they don't play enough, and maybe it's just me being a pitcher. I took a little offense to it. And then this year, you had Degrom at a 2.6, Cole at 2.2, Trout at a 1.9, and Betts at a 3.6. So they're not really that far off. And actually, Degrom and Cole were actually more valuable to their teams than Mike Trout was during the season.
Let me counter here. I
Like we're never getting to this list.
no, we'll get to
let's
it.
be the last thing. I'm
I
getting to
I
this.
didn't say that I don't value pitchers. I did say before I
Oh,
spoke
okay.
that I do value pitchers, right? Like,
Mhm.
but to me, if you're making a list, a
Mhm.
top 10 list, I don't think hitters and pitchers should be in the same list. I would
Okay.
separate it.
Okay.
So if we're doing the top 10 overall, to me, I just can't put a pitcher in there because one guy's playing 160 games, the other one's playing 30.
Right.
Right? They by WAR they could technically have the same value,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't see it like that, and I would rather have them separated.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Great
Yeah,
points.
I mean, I see what you're saying, though. 100%.
I'm also being controversial for the sake of being controversial.
I love it. It's perfect.
Somebody's
All
got to
right.
bring the content.
All right, so number 10, who you got, Macca?
Aaron Judge.
He's listed invalid.
Why?
Mike, who you got?
I have Tatis at 10.
What?
I have DJ LeMahieu at 10.
I got Garrett Cole at 10.
These are all great.
You're at 9, Macca.
Story.
Mac.
Trevor Story.
Okay.
I have Cole.
I have Garrett Cole. I literally just changed it too right before we started.
At 9, I got Rendon.
I got Bellinger. At 8.
Rendon is hang on. Rendon is easily the most quiet
Yes.
superstar in baseball.
Big
It's
fan.
unreal.
Because he doesn't. He took a 6-year contract because he wants to be done at the end of it.
Love that.
Didn't he say baseball was boring at one point?
Yeah, baseball's boring to him because he's too good, basically.
Stud.
Yeah.
What a guy.
Cocky. Look, I love it.
Who you got at 8?
I had Cody Bellinger at 8.
Wait, yeah, at 8. Sorry, I have DJ.
I got
Freddie Freeman at 8.
sorry. I got Ronald Acuna Jr.
Okay. Number 7, Macca.
Jose Ramirez. Big fan of Jose Ramirez.
Yelich.
I got Cody Bellinger, 7.
Cody Bellinger.
I got Yelly at 6.
Soto.
Fernando Tatis Jr. at 6.
I got Yelich at 6.
I got Soto at 5.
Acuna at 5.
Acuna at 5.
Soto at 5.
I have Tatis at 5.
You can't go 5 again. You'd be 4.
4.
4.
Sorry. Thanks, Mike.
Wait a minute.
Everybody was saying 5, so I got caught up in the 5.
Freddie Freeman at 4.
Wait, who'd you have 4, Macca?
Tatis.
I have Soto at 4.
I got Freeman at 4.
I have Acuna at 3.
I have DeGrom at 3.
I have Jacob Degrom at 3.
I have Mookie Betts at 3.
Ooh,
Here we go. Spicing it up.
All right. Oh.
Do a little Cation on that one. All right.
Number 2, Macca. Who you got?
Mookie Betts.
Mike.
Mookie Betts.
Mookie Betts. Billy, who you got at number 2?
The best pitcher in the world, Jacob Degrom.
There you go.
And then
Number
the
1, I think we all have the same fucking answer.
Yeah.
Michael Trout.
Michael Nelson Trout.
Michael Nelson Trout.
Big Nelly.
Mill Hill Meteor. Oh,
Played at
man.
his high school.
Stud.
What
He
a hell of
had a
list
pretty
you-
he had a pretty garbage 2020 though, honestly.
Yeah, it was
Thank you,
garbage.
Michael.
did.
Oh, you know,
Oh, it's
Billy, check your text. Don't worry about it. Switch
you sent it
Rendon
to
and
me?
Cole, by the way. Hell yeah.
Switch Rendon.
I had
Oh.
Yelich at 11, Rendon at 12, by the way.
Oh, okay. You just switched that the last second.
how many
Glad you
people
made
had,
this one.
wait, how many people had DJ LeMahieu in their top 10? I did.
I was thinking about it, but
he's been so consistent.
he has been very good
He's
over
so
the past
good.
2
He's
years.
so good. Tell me
But-
about it.
But his 20 not that I really care about 2018 all that much, but
He wasn't great in
his
2018.
his OPS was 88.
I didn't want to put Tatis in my list.
Yeah, that's why I didn't. I couldn't.
That's why I put him. That's why I put him 10.
Yeah, he's in the teens for me because he's electric.
I'm going by projection at this point. Like, I don't.
Yeah, he's also only played like 70 games.
Yeah,
He's played like 140, but whatever.
It's still
Close.
same as Clint Frazier. He didn't play
I
enough
was
games
gonna-
last
That's
year.
what I said, Mac. You had your Clint Frazier breakdown in our group chat without even bringing it to the podcast, bro. What's up with that?
Nobody asked for it, so I didn't give it to you. What do you
Well,
want?
well
What do you want to
when
know?
we say break it down for us, go in on it. That's what we expect, bro. You're the Yankee fan here.
he didn't
We
think
didn't
of it.
get the Clint Frazier. It just was insignificant at the time.
That's
true.
fair. That's fair.
You want to know what I think about Clint Frazier? I think he's going to make an All-Star team this year. That's what I think.
Great take.
I think he's going to have
Max,
an
Max,
unbelievable
that is a hot take.
season. That was a hot take.
Yes.
How is that
completely.
a hot take?
With the amount of outfielders that are
AL,
good in the
yeah.
AL,
How many left fielders are good in the American League?
they don't
That's
go
true.
by. Do they go by position for
Goes
All-Star
outfield,
voting, or is it
outfield,
just
no, it goes
outfield in
outfield,
general?
outfield.
Oh no,
Oh,
you're right. They do just go by
Okay, yeah,
outfield.
yeah.
It's
Okay,
outfield in general.
Yeah.
that's fair. Yeah, yeah.
I was
Like they
thinking the
might pick him as a reserve
all
because he's a
MLB.
fucking left fielder. But all right, I'm excited for the NL East next week. That's gonna be a fun one.
Yeah,
Be real fucking
Maggie, you'll
fun.
need to be
We'll
there
be here for 3 hours.
to
I'm
talk
working.
up the Mets.
Yeah, I'm working night shift. I think next
Okay,
week. I mean, I'll
we
be
can,
there. If
we
you
can
want.
wait for you.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a
sounds good.
3-hour podcast.
No. It'll be the same as
I
this.
will make sure it's not.
Yeah,
Well,
there's no way.
Why don't we just do NL East only? Like, do we have anything going on here? Like, we could just
Probably
have it.
not.
What happens during the week?
What's gonna happen? Hopefully, nothing happens in the week. If we could just get an NL East episode where you guys talking Mets, and I'll sit here looking up stats or something. I'll be like a producer, just throw in stats and chime in some stats. You guys are gonna take over.
Anything we missed this week?
Yeah. One last thing. MLB the Show. They're bringing back the
Dude.
Stadium Builder.
Oh,
I'm
dude,
gonna have so much fun with that.
no. See, here's the thing. It's only on next gen,
Yes.
so I'm trying to. Dude, I tried.
Is
the
it
other day.
really?
Yeah.
Yes, I told you that, Max. And
I
I sent you
tried-
the post. Did you not watch it?
Let me tell you something. I tried the
I
other day
thought the
for
Stadium
2
Creator's on
hours.
PS4 too.
I tried the other day for 2 hours to get a PS5. It's fucking impossible.
It's impossible.
I'm about to get an Xbox, dude.
I
'cause
tried
know they're
too.
easy. I tried for 2 hours.
You
I
have-
want one to get one.
You have over a month.
I know. I got to get it
Oh.
just for the Stadium Creator because
I
I've been
know.
playing MLB the Show all day.
100%.
Oh, dude.
100%.
Hendon, you trying to get a next gen console too?
Yep. I'm literally not buying the game until I get it.
Yeah.
I mean,
There's
I'm
no
buying the game
point.
regardless. I'm buying it on
Yeah.
Xbox and PlayStation.
Good psychopath.
I will spend $700 on a PS5 and 2 copies of MLB the Show because I put that much time into it, so it's a good investment.
My real question is, how's your cousin not gotten you a free PlayStation?
He got himself a free
I
PS5.
know he did.
Where's he work?
Doesn't work anywhere. He just
Oh.
does
He just
giveaways.
wins every raffle he's ever
Oh,
entered to in his
okay.
life.
Yeah, he's good at finagling shit. That's a different story for it.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else we missed? Stadium
Nope.
Creator's my fucking staying though.
I
Jesus
know.
Christ.
Can't wait.
Go Yankees.
All right.
Go
Let's
Yankees.
ask you real quick before
World Series or
Stadium,
bust.
Stadium Creator. Are you making a high wall or a deep fence?
Both.
Yes.
Making
Yes.
a medium-sized wall with a balanced depth in the outfield.
All right. You're no fun, Macca.
How am I not fun?
And I'm gonna recreate Wright's Field.
Do you remember? Do you remember the Polo Grounds? But that's going to be the entire outfield all the way around.
I wonder if they'll put limits on it. They're probably gonna have a
They
limit.
has to be.
They have to.
Especially 'cause
probably-
of online.
It'll probably be what,
Oh, yeah, 'cause you
what
can
the
use it
actual
online.
rules are. Whatever the
what-
minimum
what are the-
is and the maximum.
Oh yeah.
Interesting.
So 300 down the line. 95.
Who's got 300 down the line?
I think Boston has what, 305 pesky
Oh
pole.
yeah, their pesky pole's tiny.
Was it 305? 300 even maybe?
No,
Do they technically have the smallest dimensions down the line?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. That's what I like to hear.
Alrighty. Episode
Anything else?
67 in the books.
Wrap it up, Max.
Episode 67 in the books. Check out all the other podcasts on the Southside Production family of podcasts. We got Take a Picture as us, obviously. We got The Cut. New episode coming out Friday with my friend Steve Harris. Plays pro basketball in Europe. You're not going to want to miss that one. From the Tips, great golf podcast. Rick and Brian do a great job. Also, give a quick shout out to Brian. Hope he's feeling better.
Yep.
Girlfriend had COVID and he was running a fever at one point, so hopefully he's doing all right. On the Power Play, good hockey podcast. Those guys have a ton of fun with it. Tri-State Sports Beat, got you covered everything New York sports. And that's about it, right? Everybody's got merch except for From the Tips.
No, they
They're
have kind of.
They have. It's through them, yeah.
Yeah, they got a
go
few
to that.
things.
Go to everybody's social media pages to find out how you can get their merch, as well as on our website, southsideprod.com, which we'll be updating tonight or tomorrow, I believe. Update coming soon. And you want to stay tuned to Take a Pitch social media pages. We got something coming up very, very soon. Did I hit it all in the head?
I think
Nailed
you
it.
did.
Nailed it.
Very, very well done.
Fucking go, baby. Let's fucking go.
I am Billy. I love you. God bless. Good night.
Peace.
Ooh, it was a good one, too.
Hell yeah.
Love you. Bye.
Peace.